Okay. Why can't I see? Are we live? Okay. Okay, that's perfect, but I need to get the text. I need to get the text on my laptop. So let me try and find my own video here. So I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, I find this harder. I don't think I would ever be able to do like a regular crime thing like this. Because I can't see you. Okay, I think. All right, now let me put me on mute here. All right, now let me put. Okay, now I should be able to see your chat. Okay, let's see who's here. Once I get my contacts adjusted, I'm not going to need glasses anymore. Let's see. Okay, so grade orientation. See, all right, now I can even. I guess I'll read up here. You guys are so tiny. So I've got Black Rose, I can see you. Christy Holland, hello. Misspelling, Diane, love your glasses, yeah. Don't love them too much. I have progressive lenses and they're just like a hair off. And Peggy, okay. So let me go and get your questions now that we're here. It took me so long, don't even, my husband was looking for microphones. Can you hear me okay? Because we couldn't even find the microphone that, the connector, we have the microphone, but the connector that goes with this through like 2 garbage bags of cables. Okay. Let me get, this is so bad. So how's everybody today? Talk amongst yourselves and I'll pull up the, this is bad. Oh gosh, okay. I hope the questions aren't all the same. Let's see. I didn't even look at the questions, so you might stump me. Let's see. Okay, was NK ever given, who's this by? Elaine Cooper, Elaine Cooper. Was NK ever given a lie detector test? Not that I'm aware of. Was she ever given a lie detector test except by us? We know she lied. We need that, who is it, Maury Povich? The lie, yeah. You're lying, not by anyone that we know. And then I wish I could make my, I can't, how do people do this without like 3 different monitors? I don't get this. I must be very challenged, live video challenged. I see people, they're always like touching stuff with their finger, but you never see their finger like you see mine. I'm technically challenged with the live. I think I'm gonna have to stick to the premieres. Okay. Who? Hi Denise. I have a laptop and a phone right here and I'm still challenged. Hi Carolyn. Hi Faith. Even scripted Jerry. Yeah, right. What do you guys think about? She's not pregnant. She's not pregnant. That's a rumor, but the other one is. Oh, and you know what? Somebody asked me about that Abducted in, what was it? Abducted in Plain Sight on Netflix. I've been telling my daughter to watch it, right? And she's always, oh yeah. Tonight she calls me 30 minutes into that and she goes, what in God's name am I watching? And I said, oh, and she didn't even tell me what, I knew right away. I said, are you watching the Abducted in Plain Sight? And she goes, yeah. She goes, what am I watching? And I said, it's really weird. Where are you? Did you get to the part with the, you know, and she goes, I don't know how many here have seen it. I don't want to ruin it for you guys. Let me see. Okay, you're still talking about NK's uterus? Did anybody see Abducted in Plain Sight? Did the Alexa record anything? I don't know. Alexa, Hey, Alexa. This one doesn't even listen to me. She's right there on the counter. She doesn't even listen to me. Okay. I doubt it, because I don't think she records a thing. My husband and I should stage a big fight in front of it and see if anything happens. Abductive is crazy. Okay, Paula. So then she goes to me. I said, listen to this one. My daughter says this to me. I said, you don't know how many people are asking me to make a video about that. And she goes, oh, and I said, can you believe those parents and everything? And she goes, I think they're really naive, Mom. They're really, really naive. And I said, I don't think you've made it through a lot of the video yet, because she hasn't even gotten to the part where he says he's doing therapy and they let him back in the room and stuff. And I said, you think that they're just really naive? She goes, yeah, I think they're really naive and they don't know any better. So when you make a video, don't be mean to them. She goes, I don't know why anybody would make this documentary, why the family would allow this documentary, she said, to even come out there and let people just see this, because it's, you know, she said she's really, let me see here. It's a true story, abducted in plain sight. Oh, thanks. I can't see a thing tonight. So I have to put this. Hi, Sue. I'm sorry because the font is so small. And I have to get new contacts. I'm going next Wednesday or Thursday, and then I won't need glasses anymore. See, that's what my daughter said. She's like, oh, I just think they were really, really naive in that church. And she, you know, she was like so afraid that I was going to come on and make fun of them because she thinks that's what I did. No. My daughter, when we went down for that CPR thing and we picked up her friend and her after the ceremony, and it was just my son and I, who are both probably the two most sarcastic in the family, but my 9-year-old is very sarcastic now too. So my daughter says to the girl, Ayla, before you get in the car with them, I just have to give you a disclaimer that they're very sarcastic. And, you know, I said, we're not that bad, you know, and we don't do it in a mean, horrible way, but so the girl got in right with us. My son, when we left them off at the train station, he said, she totally got us, and she did. But my daughter didn't think that she would for some reason, but I wasn't going to be, I just think, like I said to my daughter, for that guy, for those of you that have seen this, for when the guy takes him out in the car, right? I don't care how naive I am. If someone tells me to do that, am I really that naive that it's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, maybe I should do that. No, I think it would be just the opposite. And especially if you were so involved in the church, that would be like a major sin, right? I don't know. I'm lost with that documentary. It's just the strangest thing I've ever seen. Nobody's talking to me. Did anybody see it? Did anybody see the scene in the car that I'm talking about? I've got to put my chat on over here, I think, because everybody was yelling. Where does the story of it takes place? They're Latter-day Saints, right? Is that what they are? And it's just the most bizarre. It's called Abducted in Plain Sight, and it's the most bizarre documentary. I really thought I was being punked, and so I looked it up and this guy was real. So if you watch this, and you just, I think most people have to Google if it's real, because it's almost like if somebody was making a movie, you'd be like, no, that's too far out there, right? Yeah, Latter-day Saints, the church, what do they call it? Church of, isn't it? Is it the same thing now? The Latter-day Saints, Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints, Mormons. And I think was it in Utah? Did it take place in Utah? You saw it? What did you think? What is that, Marilee? What did you think about that? Did you think it was crazy? Oh, it was Idaho, okay. You thought he was a therapist? They don't want to be called Mormons anymore? Okay. I didn't know that. We don't have, where I live, I'm trying to think, and I'm not trying to be funny. I don't think in real life I know a Mormon person. I mean, I know them, I know have good friends on the internet that are from Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in some of my parenting groups that we've had since pregnancy. But in this area, we don't have, you know, I can't even think of a Mormon church or anything in this. Yeah, you know, the car scene, right? Even, I don't know. But the child didn't even know what a tape recorder was? Is that what it is? She didn't even know what a tape recorder was, so she really thought it was aliens? What do you think of it? I think it's just rumors. I don't think she's pregnant at all. Or if she's pregnant, wait, hold on a minute. Let me say this. She could be pregnant, but it's not Chris Watts's. I don't know. I don't think she's pregnant with his baby. She'd be huge if she was pregnant. He went away, what, August 14th? Wouldn't she almost be at the end of a pregnancy? So she'd have to be really huge. I think people are just making some stuff up. They're back to being called Mormons, so I don't know what they are, because like I said, we don't have, here it's, you know, we have Catholic, Jewish, Presbyterian is really, okay, so yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying, is homosexuality a sin in the Mormon Church? Okay, in the Latter-day, in the LDS Church, is homosexuality a sin? Okay, who we have some, okay. So then wouldn't the father, then that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. So then just based on that alone, wouldn't the father have been like repulsed and said, you know, get me the heck out of here? You know, I'm gonna have to give somebody a wrench. Who can I give a wrench to? I don't even know how to give a wrench. Let me go, because I think we've got some trolls in here. So, and I can't see, I need someone to look at this. Who's one of our regulars that I can give a wrench to? Let me know. Me, open minds? Okay, let me try to find you in here. I am really challenged tonight. Okay, so how come I can't find my live? Video? Okay. Do you know how do I give you a, this is so bad. There should be like a tutorial on this. I'm not usually like this. I can't even find, is it, that's the old live, or is this the new live? I don't know. No, this is the old one. Okay, guys. Okay. Let me see. I'm so calm with all this, Jessica. I have no idea what I am doing right now at all. I have no idea where the wrenches are on this thing. I see you, open minds. I don't know, I want to get you a wrench, but do I just click on your name when it comes up? I never see anybody put their fingers up on the screen. Okay, this is really embarrassing. If I go to my channel and I go to live streaming, it should show me that video, but it's showing me only the one that we just did where I was the wrong way. Oh wait a minute. What is going on here? No, now it wants me to go live again. I'm not going to go live again. This is embarrassing. I'm going to have to take this down when it's over. I have a laptop right here. Right here is my laptop. But I can't get the stupid video up on my laptop. Where can I find this video? Why can't I find my own video? Oh, wait a second. I found it. Okay, now, let's see. Hold on. Now I'm looking down, and I'm looking this way. Okay. I don't know where to find the wrenches. Okay, I think I have the lock. Just let me make this really, see if I can make this big. Okay. Where are you guys? Live control room? Do I go in the live control room? Okay. This is crazy. Okay, sunny day. This is probably why it's best for me to do premieres. Now we know. At least I can say, yeah, we tried it. It was a miserable, failure. Your Latter-day Saint friend doesn't care. Well, okay, but I don't know. I think that back then, wasn't that like in the wasn't that girl born in the 60s? So that had to be the early 70s. Back then it was probably really, really bad, right? I just think he would have bolted. That although you may be homosexual, you must not act on it. I have no idea. I have no idea. The only thing I know about Latter-day Saints, I mean, I know my friends on, but we don't discuss religion. I just know that she is. That a few of them in that pregnancy group that I've been with are, but the only other thing I know is the commercials. I used to really like the commercials when I was a kid on TV. But that's all I know. I'm just assuming that, I don't know, my daughter says he was naive. But even if it was, he was married, so wouldn't that even be considered cheating? Even if it was, I mean, what if he was doing that to someone of the same sex? Who's racist? I don't know what's going on. They like to be called Latter-day Saints. Okay. Select community comments. Community comment. Okay, now my computer's, now my whole YouTube is gone. Oh, here it is. Community comments. Okay. You know what they should have? They should have the person from YouTube that takes control of your screen, like when you call Microsoft. Okay. I see the live chat now. So if I click on the top, participants, pop out, chat, no, manage moderators, right? I think so. Okay, so let me find somebody here. Who said that? Open Minds? Trying to find you, Open Minds. Open Minds. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is so bad. Wait a second. How come, wait a minute guys, I have a bunch of trolls here. What the heck is this? It says hidden users. Is this for real? Hidden users? Oh, those are all people that I banned. No wonder they're all trolls. And I'm looking for you in their Open Minds. That's not good. Okay. Oh, paste a new moderator's. No, I want to go to community. Did somebody say super chat? No. Comments. Oh gosh. I am in, no FoxyBot. They started accepting black people like 5 years ago. Okay. Anyway, it's a wild documentary. Oh, they were once considered racist? Okay. I had no idea. No idea. Mormons. They wear magic underwear? I can take people out. You can take people out with no wrench? Did somebody say they could take the nasty people out of here with no wrench? If you can, get them out of here. I don't know. This is bad. I need a class in this. This is really embarrassing. NK had magic underwear. I did hear that in the Jodi Arias trial about, I think, something about the garments. Open Mind says she can get those people out of here. Okay, then get anybody out of here that's not supposed to be here so we can go through the questions. Because some guy was up there with some crap. All right, let me go back to the questions and see what I can do here. This is crazy. Oh my gosh, okay. And I'm looking at my laptop like that's the camera. The camera's here. Okay, this is bad. Let's see if I can put this here so I can look at you. Hold on, maybe that'll work better. And I can look at you guys and then do the questions. We'll get this. Okay, let me just get to questions now. So, all right. See, that's my problem. When I go to the questions, I can't see the live chat here at all. And over there, it's like a little tiny thing because my eyes are bad. Okay. Create a post. Okay. All right, so where were we? We were on, what's her name's question? I have no idea. Elaine Cooper? Okay, so NK she wasn't given a lie detector test that we've ever seen. You've got so many questions still hanging out, and I'm sure she's hiding something. Yeah, we definitely know she's hiding something. Okay. Now, Judy Jones says, have they investigated the area at Anadarko where Chris Watts claimed he needed to relieve himself? Would you like to, imagine the person that had that job? Okay. But his colleague later thought he buried evidence. Somebody's just, I asked that too when we went through that. I said, I'm sure somebody had to go through that, right? Can you go through that stuff that he buried there? But I'm sure they went with metal detectors. I mean, they go with metal detectors and everything, even if there's a car accident. But you never saw photos of that. Did you ever see photos of them with metal detectors or anything out in those fields? I don't know. I mean, everything was so fast. So maybe, I think she's hiding. Okay. They did a search, you heard. See, did they take metal detectors and everything out there? Everybody says about the vomit, but I've only heard people say that. I haven't seen that in the Discovery. Is it in the Discovery? Hello, hi from British Columbia. I don't feel bad that I'm not saying hello to you because I can barely see that. Okay, and I'm on the question, so I can't even see this in my laptop. Okay, so that was Judy Jones, and then we have Katie O. Hi, Mommy Ramblings. Hi, Katie O. First, thanks so much for all your great work. Okay, you're welcome. I'm not doing so great tonight, Katie O. I'm very challenged tonight. I heard, today's my son's birthday. Yeah, I wished him a happy birthday before he got up. He's 26 today. 26. Okay. That's my third one, and then I got I have two little ones, two bigger. Okay, so. But we had snow and it was canceled tonight. You were doing fine. Happy birthday. Yeah, I'm doing great. Okay. So Katie O, let's see, she said, I heard a supposed unnamed source that worked security at Anadarko that NK was in care of safety. And and if an alarm went off, she was the same person to report it. I also saw anytime a hatch is open, an alarm would go off. Do you think she could have hidden those alerts? Okay, is this about some guy that went in a chat and said that he worked with NK and he took over her job? Does anybody know if this is what that question is about? Let me just look at I'm going to switch back to the live chat on my laptop for this since we have the question and I can keep the two screens. Let me just switch back so I can at least see what you guys are typing without having to get right into the screen. Okay, so now I gotta shut this. All right. See, I don't know how they do this. I don't see people. I probably have to put my laptop like up there so I don't have to keep looking down. I have to get a better setup here. Okay. So I'm trying to look. We're still on racist here. So Armchair Detective had a chat about that guy. Okay. You know, I think someone said though that that guy, if it's the same guy that was on Armchairs, that when he was in the chat, he said something like, let me think about what it was. Oh, I saw him and I shook his hand and I said, I hope you find your missing kids. Is that true? Because if that's true, the guy's a fraud. Because when Chris left there, he didn't know his kids were missing. He was just telling them that he just couldn't get a hold of them and they were at a play date. So nobody would have shook his hand and said, you know, I hope you find your missing kids. If that's the truth, the guy was a fraud. If that's the truth. That's what I was told. Somebody said that he said, I hope you find your I shook his hand, I hope you find your missing kids. And we know Chris never went back to work after that. So this guy would be a total liar if he said something like that. It's a different guy, Cynthia? Because this guy, somebody said, was named Jim in the chat. And I think it was on Monday or something. Okay, because I got an email about that, so, or about, the email, was that about, I got an email about something else too. You guys email me with all your questions here. If it, let me see, I heard he was a confidential source. Okay, let me ask you guys another question. If this guy had information, why didn't the police talk to him? And why didn't he go to the police if he had information? I don't get it. It's not ringing true. See, my skeptic alert is going off big time. Tell me that. If this guy was not questioned by the police, can someone tell me this? Today, AD said the guy had been threatened by NK. Oh, if you want to know about oil wells, you can go to OSHA. What's going on here? He's guard shack. That means he's good enough to work in the field. I don't know why, but why didn't he go to the police? Why? I'm not getting it. I don't get it. Really, I don't. Oh, it's bullcrap. Okay. I mean, if he really cared about the case, is he going to come to YouTube? I don't know. I mean, I've had people like that email me, and I just think they're scammers. I'm not going to waste my time because there's a lot of things we get emailed, and I think it's just people scamming. My skeptic alert goes way off. I don't know. He makes up things. I don't know, because I think Jim knows something. The real Jim probably knows something. I mean, if you get the real Jim, but I'm sure there's a lot of people pretending. I mean, I get a lot of emails with stuff that I just get rid of because I know it's fraud. Oh, you know, I work with blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and it's not, because they would be going to the police. Okay, so I hope I answered her question. If it's that guy, really, I'd say if it's any guy, I don't care if they're on my channel or anywhere else. If they're coming to a channel, like I said, even mine, and they're saying, oh, I'm going to talk to you, but I have all this inside information, I would say, well, why didn't you talk to the CBI? And why didn't the CBI know about you? But the one guy that I was told about said he shook the hand of Chris and said, I hope you find your kids. And then I said, well, that's definitely fraud, because his own coworkers didn't know for sure that they were missing. He just said, I have to go home. I've got someone at my house and Shenan's at a play date and I can't get a hold of her. They didn't go on the missing persons. They all found out later on. So I don't believe whoever that person is, and I don't know if that's the person that was in that chat or what. Okay, so KDO, that do I know about alarms going off? I know they didn't have cameras, which I can't believe they didn't have any cameras. I am curious about whoever, there was no recreational drone, right? That drone was from the CBI that flew that drone that took the pictures. Too bad there was no recreational drone footage. Can you imagine if somebody had been flying a drone recreationally with the camera on in the area when he was doing all this? That would have been something else, right? That would have been pretty unbelievable if they got drone footage and they didn't even know. But, all right, so I can't see what you guys are saying about this. I don't know if you know anything more about that guy, but I don't know. Okay. That's all I can tell you. I don't know if it was the same person, and I mean, if anybody came to me and I really thought they were credible, I would send them to the CBI. I just think there's a lot of people that are just taking advantage and saying they know something just for attention. Let me see here now. Okay. Have you checked out the Live Abuse Free channel yet? This is by Sandra Byrne. And just found her take. I did see one video probably a few weeks back. Yeah, about the did she the one that did the sociopath next door? Is that this channel that she's talking about, that Sandra's talking about? Live Abuse Free? Let me see. I've got to go back to the live chat over here. This is so bad. I've got to if I'm going to ever do this again, I'll have to have a much better system. No, that's a different channel? So the one that had the bun on the top of her head and she did the sociopath next door, that's not the Live Free Abuse channel? She does, well, this was Narcissist Talk. It was. She's not sitting in a chair and she had all her hair up. I think it is the same channel. No? Okay, I'll have to check it out. Live Free lady is younger. No, this lady was young, but she had a bun. Yeah. Let me, my thing is going on. I thought I put it on mute, but it's not on mute, so there we go. Yeah, she had a bun, but she was younger. I mean, I don't know, younger, maybe late 30s. She also does like videos, it looks like on a yoga mat and stuff. Is that the same lady? Yeah, I think she has an accent. She's also, yeah, is that the Live Free Abuse lady? Okay, so then I did see her video, the one she did when her hair was in a bun, and it was on Chris Watts. Yes. Okay, I didn't think that was it. Okay, so I did see that, so I answered, let's see, who was that? Sandra Burns' question, and then we have Nancy Lewis. Can you please do a little more digging as to why NK seems to have been given immunity? We did. We can't find any agreement in the court that she was given immunity. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe they just figure that they would have lost her anyway. So unless somebody comes forward with some really big proof, I think they definitely had burner phones. And I think she was no dummy in that respect as covering her tracks. So I think they had those burner phones, and anything about that kind of stuff was going to be on a burner phone, and those are off a cliff somewhere in Colorado, you know, and there's nothing that they can trace back to a burner phone. So unless Charlotte or Jim or somebody starts talking, I don't think she's going to be brought up on anything. They're going to have to talk. Somebody's going to have to talk. Okay. Deb Smith says, how has the Watts case impacted me? You know, it's funny. The other day I asked you guys about that poll, right? That poll? When all this stuff was going around and they took my Facebook group, and I started to get messages, and I got a message from someone in that other group, and right away I was like, look, I'm not, oh no, I just want to talk to you about straightening out some, what'd she say? Straightening out some things that I had wrong or something. I said, what kind of things did I have wrong? Oh, well, Shanann's mother's letters, it's you know, there's a lot of lies in there. And I said, wait, let me take a guess. You're from Kay's group, right? Oh, what does it matter? I said, it does matter, right? So I have a member list for Kay's group. I have that. So I looked it up, boom, boom, there's her name right there. So I said, no, you are in Kay's group. I said, I don't know why you want to talk to me, but you know, and I was very civil with her. And then she was very civil with me back, and she said, would you just talk to me for a little bit? And I shut her right down anytime, because they're like, I don't know if you've ever listened to Kay in a podcast, but it's the same type of thing. If they want to talk about what they want to talk about, they're going to go in that, and then they stick these little things in. Like they'll say something like, oh, well, you know that Sandy was lying in that letter, and then that thing with the invitations really didn't I'm like, whoa, what? No, I don't know that. And you know, they just go on this little line, and I shut her down every time. And then if you mention Chris putting the people in oil, the kids in oil, or you mention Chris killing anyone, she says, we don't have to keep saying that. See, and they're very one-track mind. But then the more I shut her down, she kept saying, what would you want to ask them? She was asking me, what do I want to ask Jamie? Because she's supposedly good friends with them. What do I want to ask them? And I said, what do you mean, what do I want to ask them? I want to ask them why they won't stop, you know, slandering this woman. And why do they have to keep doing this? Don't they realize that it's hurting this family? And so why do they have to keep doing it? And she just said, oh, well, you know, you don't know. This is what she told me. You don't know the half of it. I said, you know what? There's nothing you could tell me that she did. And I said, not letting him hang pictures on the wall? I should get my husband down right now, because he knows if he tries to hang stuff on the wall, because he's terrible at it. He put things, believe me, this was a trial and error. And I said, don't ever put stuff on the wall again without me knowing where it's going. And I said, I'm Italian. I said, we are very emotional people. We yell, you know, but we yell, we get it over with, and we're done. And if Shanann was the same way, and if it's someone that's not emotional or like that, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you deserve to die. And my husband is even agreeing. I said, you know, they say she did all the things, you know. He's saying no. And this guy, I can't read your comments, but I'm just going to tell you what I told her. I said, this guy, Chris, wasn't shackled in the basement, right? He went to work every day. Don't tell me he couldn't have got out of this. Don't tell me he was abused, because they're trying to compare him to like the most abused woman you've ever known, that doesn't have shoes, has no car, has no money. Her husband controls her completely, and they're saying, oh, if the shoe was on the other foot. That wasn't Chris. He was out having an affair. He figured out how to do that. You know, and then I told her, you know, he went from Cindy, she did agree with me on that Cindy was a very strong person, and he went from Cindy to Shanann, and she agreed that NK was even more controlling. But I said, don't tell me, I don't care what happened. I said, they didn't go to the wedding. Oh, well, I said, no, they had to step up. And then when I told her a story, because I have 3 brothers, who have one sister-in-law that was a lunatic, okay? I mean, we all grew close afterwards, but she was a total lunatic when the wedding was happening. And I said, you know, we all went to the wedding and we all had a good time. Nobody said, we're not going to the wedding. And as soon as I said that, it shut her down. And she said, well, they would have gone to the wedding if they had gotten a phone call. I said, what do you mean if they had gotten a phone call? Why couldn't they call them and go? Why couldn't they just show up? And she said, well, they tried to call and they wouldn't answer the phone. So if somebody called them back, they would have gone to the wedding. No. And, you know, so we ended up that she said again, did I want to talk to them, and what do I think? Like, what would I want? What would I tell them is what she said. What would I tell them? And I said, you know, I tell them to stop slandering Shanann, stop slandering the kids. Just stop it, okay? You know, and I said to her, why didn't he have a trial? And she said, oh, they wanted a trial. They absolutely wanted a trial. And I said, so they wouldn't listen? He wouldn't listen? No, he wouldn't listen to her. And then she said, you know, they couldn't talk to him. And I said, no, they could talk to him. She didn't want to talk on a recorded line. Oh, no, you know, they'll say something, and this is just I don't know whether this is the aunt I was talking, this is somebody that was very close, because she had Cindy she said, oh, wait, I have to call Cindy to see if I can say what, you know, I don't know what I can say and what I can't say. So I don't think it was Jamie, I think they have an aunt that's in that group or something, but anyway. You know, I was trying to talk to her as civilly as I could. We didn't have any bad words or anything. I have to say, she was very gracious. She did something with breast cancer research. I wished her well on that and all of that stuff. And, you know, she said, well, I'm just extending an olive branch. And I said, well, an olive branch what? So that Shanann's family says, you know, that they're wrong about something? I said, you know, it doesn't make any sense. They're still going back and forth. And I just said, you know, they have to get right with themselves. This is why I said, I don't know that anybody would forgive them, but if they came out and said, we're really sorry about all this, but then you guys showed me the other night. See, I was weighing it, and then you guys were saying, yeah, but they would never be sincere because of all that. You know, and I said, I don't know. There's that one video, I don't know if you guys have seen it, with Cindy in the hospital room. And she said, yeah, see, there were good times. And I said, yeah, but why couldn't she just, you know, suck it up? And I think it would have been okay, but it wasn't. And then, you know, I don't know. I just don't think they would have been sincere. I just don't think they're that kind of, they're not like that. They don't have those emotions. They're very cold. And so I just think she had it out, and I don't think she could be sincere. Maybe, you know, she could prove me wrong, but I don't know. I can't see what you guys are saying. Let's see, they changed his name. I don't know what's going on here. Chris Leibowitz. I don't know what you guys are saying about this. Let me see. So, yeah, I mean, that's why I asked that the other night, because I said to her, you know, there's nothing that I can ask them that I really want to know. I said, I just want them to stop going out there, because everybody wanted a trial. And I said, how come they didn't sell everything and get him the best defense team and get the trial if they're so sure that he didn't do this, and there's an excuse for it. They can use this abused husband, you know, excuse. And she said, oh, they wanted to. They would have sold everything, but he wouldn't have it. And I said, well, then why didn't he respond to the civil trial? Oh, they wanted him to, but he wouldn't do it. You know, that's what she kept saying. He wouldn't do it. So I said, well, it doesn't sound like, you know, then he's really doing it for them, because she kept saying he's doing it for them. And I said, that's a lie. He's doing it to protect his mistress, NK. And she says, oh, no, it's not. And she goes, believe me, I don't have any good feelings for NK at all. I'm not a sympathizer with her, but that's not why he forego, you know, the trial and everything. I don't believe it at all. And I talked to a good friend of mine who's very involved in this, and she said, Carolyn, be really careful, because these people are really, really, you know, slick. And so I don't know. She then came back to me and said she had spoken to Cindy or something, and that this was a really big thing, making it sound like Cindy was going to come and give this big apology. Well, you know what? 2 days have gone by, and I have no more messages. So yeah, I don't think any big apology is coming from Cindy. So yeah, that was, I have to say, it wasn't, there was no, she wasn't like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kay, she wasn't nasty and bashing like that at all. And I think that was because I came in and we started talking about the breast cancer research thing that she was doing, and I told her my son is a cancer survivor, and so yeah, it was like that first, and then we were very civil to one another. But I wondered why she was contacting me. I said, you know, how come you're contacting me after my group was sabotaged by someone in your group? I don't know. I mean, it was very odd. So I don't know what you guys are saying. See, this is why I like to be in the live chat and do the premiere. Now we know, because then I can keep up with what you guys are saying. Any way she'd know about my son? My son being a cancer survivor? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's the son that's his birthday's tomorrow. And it was in 2011. He had Hodgkin's lymphoma, which was caught so early. It was tremendously early. He had the surgery to have it. They didn't even know what it was when they went in to take the lump out, and they didn't think it was that at all. And then a week later when we got the call, everyone, even the surgeon, was totally shocked. Totally shocked. Show my arm. Show whose arms? Biceps. What the heck who's showing them? Yeah, and he's, we agreed to have prophylactic radiation. So he had 17 days of radiation back in 2011, and knock on wood, they said everything's fine. And Hodgkin's is it's like the most curable cancer out there, and the grade that he had, it didn't even register even like a stage 1. It was everything was inconclusive. The needle biopsy was inconclusive. It was that early. And so we have a great oncologist. Yeah, so that was good. But no, not my little ones. This is my one that's going to be 26 tomorrow. Today. I am really live, Lisa, and I am not doing a good job at it at all. Not a good job at all. I'm very technically challenged in the live, and I can barely see your comments. It's funny, they make her, and I'm trying to keep up with this, and then I'll look at the chat and I'll have no idea. Somebody's a sex addict. This is fun. I'm glad you're having a good time, Tracy, because I feel like I'm totally flubbing this totally up. Let me grab another question. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is Feeding It. Have you heard of the David Crowley family members that were closed as a double murder-suicide before any evidence was forensically confirmed? No, I haven't, Feeding It, but it could be, you know what it could be, Feeding It? I'm really bad with the names, and when I go into the case, then I recognize the case, but I will look that one up. David Crowley and the family murders. Does anybody know where that occurred? Or that's not the one, is that the one, because my son told me about one, that's not the two brothers that killed the family? I don't know, I'll have to look it up. I will look it up. I'll put it in my file. Okay, and then we have, who's this? Cadillac. I was watching Scott Reich, and he was going over text messages. NK and her friend Charlotte, she had a text that said, does it require a special kind of pillow? I have no idea. A special kind of pillow. It was in the Discovery? I don't recall seeing anything like that. Did anyone else see that? Now I'm looking at the live chat, so now you can type something. Hi Tico, I can see you. Hi Tracy. Sorry, I'm not saying hello to everybody. I can't. Hi Cinnamon, hot. You didn't see anything about a pillow. I love Scott. Okay, I can't, that went too fast for me. Annie, hello. Allison, Christy, Serene, Delilah, Lisa, my Oz, best, I can't see. So I had to turn it off. Those parents were nuts. Oh, it must be that, yeah. I didn't see a pillow thing either. Who saw this? Did anybody see this thing that she's talking about on Scott Reich? Reich? David Crowley was in California. Okay, you did, Kathy. What is she talking about? Enlighten us all, please. What kind of pillow? And it was in a text, and it was in the discovery? It's okay, Diane. That pillow was regarding a text about, she made about, I didn't see that. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Corinne. I'm very challenged tonight, so. Ethereal Goddess, okay. Yeah, I didn't see anything about the pillow at all. And I thought I read all her text. There was a lot about, oral sex, but not, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. They're probably going to ban my video now. Okay, but I don't, what was it, like a positioning pillow? I have no idea. No idea. I'm doing fine. Thanks, Amber. I don't feel like I'm doing too fine. Apparently, no, did a text to a friend, Charlotte, and what kind of pillow? I don't know. Are you saying that you think it might be talk about smothering someone? When was the text sent? This is like live romper room, I know. I've got my magic mirror. Who can I see? They would never say my name. My name never came up. Okay. I don't know. If it's in the discovery, I haven't seen it. I think there are trolls on board. Okay, let me see if I can give somebody a wrench now that I can see this, because I have no idea how to give anybody a wrench here now. Do I just go to the, where do I do the participants? Do I go to participants? And then, where's Open Minds? Is she still here? I don't see her. Who can I try to give a wrench to? I have no idea. If I just click on the person, I have no idea how to do this at all. I'm trying to do, I can't click on anybody in participants. It doesn't let me click on anyone. Oh, I see what I have to do. Hold on. This is going to be fun. I'm just, whoever I get, I hope it's not a troll, because it's, here, let me see. I think I got Joanna. No, it won't let me, hold on a minute. Joanna, I think I gave you a wrench. Do you have a wrench? I just clicked on whoever I could get. Joanna, if you see any trolls in here, can you just, I don't know what does she do with the wrench? Do you know what you're doing, Joanna? Don't embarrass us tonight. I'm doing enough for all of us. Just get the trolls out, because I haven't even seen the live chat. You've got the wrench? Okay. I'll see if I can stop on someone else and get you some help here. Here's, let me see. This is like musical chairs. It's moving as I'm trying to grab a person. Okay. I think I got two now. All right. Hopefully they can handle the riffraff. Okay. Yeah, block anybody that's a troll. We do have some trolls in here. Thank you, Angie Sanchez. Thank you. If I missed anybody else, I'm sorry. I'm just, okay. There we go. Open Minds is in here. I didn't see her. If she comes up again, let me see. Type something up, Open Minds, so I can see your name, because I don't know, Joanna. You throw people out of the room that are trolls. I have no idea. Yeah, you just I don't know. Tell somebody. Now I see Open Minds. Hold on. Let me see. Oops. It keeps moving. Everybody stop typing. Okay, I think I've got you now, Open Minds. There, that's 3. I don't think we'll have more trolls than that. Okay. Open Minds, show them what to do. I think Open Minds knows what to do, so she could type up there. Oh, you didn't know you had one, Dylan? Yeah. I think there's 3 wrenches in here, so you should be able to take care of all the trolls. Big Daddy is a troll. Get Big Daddy out of the room. show Big Daddy the door. All right, who's having a panic attack? Joanna, don't have a panic attack. You should have seen me earlier. You would not have a panic attack. It was hellacious. Okay. So Angie B said, I've heard that many believe Shanann was asleep when he attacked her, and therefore she didn't fight back. I believe that a person being attacked in their sleep would fight back. But there's some kind of who just gave me something? Thank you, whoever, let me see, who just gave me something? Stacy Harold. Thank you. I'm cute when I'm confused. Thank you. I don't feel cute. See, I used to, my AP bio teacher used to be Mr. Harold, but that's not your father or anybody, right? No, okay. Grandfather, I have no uncle. All right, let's go back to that question there now. So, oh yeah, isn't there like, my husband would know this, he watches the UFC all the time. There's some kind of like a sleeper hold if you put it on somebody that they can't even struggle or something, they just get you and you're gone. Maybe he was a big sports guy. Did he like UFC and everything like that? If he did, then he probably knows how to do that, right? So let's see here. She had makeup on. She would not have gone to sleep without removing it. Also, and he could do that while she was standing up too. Couldn't he do that? Maybe she thought he was going to hug her, and then he just got his arm around her and just... I have to go back and read your comments now because I don't have a split screen here. How did I get the wrench? Oh yeah, I don't know, Joanna. Everybody's moving up and we need some wrenches in here. Okay, so what are you guys saying? You think you're getting sleepy, Kim? What about, he could do the sleeper hold. Does anybody know about the sleeper hold? Where's my husband when I need him? Thank you, Chegwin, for in-case unemployment fund. Who knows about the sleeper? If you grab somebody when they're standing up, does it work so fast that she was choked from behind? Okay, but if she's in front of him, let's say at the mirror going to put her makeup on. Thank you, Sister Shay. Could he just grab her? Maybe she thought he was going to hug her or something, and so she didn't fight back, and then he put that hold on her? Could he have done that? Oh, did I get your money, Joanna? I don't think I don't know. Did I get Joanna's money? He can. So maybe he did that. And maybe he was really sly, and maybe he came right up behind her and she thought he was going to hug her. And so she didn't even resist. And then even probably when he put his arm around her, maybe she, thought he was being affectionate. I don't know. You know about that chokehold at a demo? And you can make, it can make them pass out in a few seconds. See, my husband always says that. That might not be a good thing, right? No. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if he was into all those sports, I can't imagine he's not into like that UFC or whatever the heck that is. Yeah. That's probably what he did, because I don't think they can resist at all. I think it's like immediate, isn't it? Then they're unconscious. Yeah. Scratch on Chris's neck was so tiny. They say it takes 60 seconds to make them pass out. I don't know. There was something my husband was saying. It's really fast. It's illegal, Dylan? Yeah. Mommy, I'm a wrench in several channels. If you need me, okay, here, let me give you a wrench. Like if I can, I'll get you around. It feels like a carousel. I have to get you here, let's see. And the moderator. Hold on a minute. I think, Jimmy? How long does it take to put somebody in the sleeper hold? And I'm on live here, so don't come in with no clothes on or something. I'm on live here, so don't come in with no clothes on or something. Okay. How long to put somebody in the sleeper hold? Jimmy, how long that sleeper hold how long?
Sleeper hole?
You know that sleeper hold around the neck.
Yeah.
How,
It takes, you'll go out maybe in like 30 seconds or less. You can go out.
and would you have any time to resist?
Yeah, a little bit. But if they have it under your neck, then there's not much anything you can do about it.
Okay.
You can scratch them, but it's like, it's it happens fast. You may go out in 15 seconds.
Okay. You can go out in 15 seconds.
And
Could you do it from if somebody's standing?
yes, you have to get your arm underneath the neck, like under the chin, and just pull it back and squeeze hard. And there's not much they can do. They're going to sleep pretty fast.
Okay. All right. Did you guys hear that? Let me see. Or I have to repeat that. Let me see. Did you guys hear that? I need to find the video. I don't even know if they can hear me. You heard? Good. I don't have to repeat it. Great. Okay. So yeah. So it could have been that. That just might be what it was. Why are we up at 3 a.m.? Because we are crazy, Tico. No, our whole day, you have no idea. The kids were off from school today. They have a 2-hour delay tomorrow, so we get to sleep in a little. And then we were looking to try to get my mic, we couldn't find the right cord, even though he's got like 2 trash bags of cables. We couldn't find the right one, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's getting so late. I'm just gonna do it because I hate to disappoint people. And I said I was gonna do it, and I said I just have to do that. I don't know. So we're on probably like looking for microphone cords high. Put my finger on the chat words and it will slow my chat down. Okay. Uh-oh, I just saw Big Daddy. Did somebody say he's a troll? Big Daddy, they got rid of you because they said you were a troll. Oh, thank you, Joanna. So you can go to bed? Okay. You don't have to pay to go to bed, but thank you. Thanks, Pac-Man. Thank you. Let him come on camera. He's wearing his Captain America pajamas. I don't think he wants to come on camera. Hi, thank you, Sister Shay. Thanks. People are sad. Weed Eater says people are sad. Is that a troll? Who's sad? You have Captain American shirt? Okay. I have a Wonder Woman shirt. Okay. So let's, hi, I look beautiful. Yeah, thanks. I'm so stressed because I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, let me go back. No, I'm talking about, what Big Daddy said. Okay, Weed Eater, I didn't want to get you thrown out. All right. But Big Daddy was a troll? Did somebody get him out? Okay, so I answered that question with the chokehold. It could be a chokehold from behind. She didn't have time to fight him. And really, maybe she thought when he got right behind her that he was being affectionate. Okay. So maybe my husband and I should do a demonstration. We'll see how far I go out and then hopefully revive me. And if he doesn't, then you've got it all on camera. No, I don't want to test that one out. Okay. So we have Rebecca Manship. She takes pictures of foxes. My husband's doing laundry now, if you can hear that. Okay. Can you look into the Jessica Chambers case? It ended up in 2 mistrials so far. Very interesting. Yeah, somebody mentioned that to me, and it is in the files there. Okay. Who else do we had somebody else. I think, oh yeah, and Rebecca also said the little dog Dieter, she knows he went with Shanann's brother, but do you know if he's doing well? Her heart also hurt for that little dog. He barked at the police and all for a few days. Made me feel even more sad. Thank you. Yeah, he is with Frankie, and I know that at one time Frankie posted a video. Now I think Frankie lives with the parents, or he does at some point. So I'm sure they're taking good care of him. And I don't know if anybody else have any updates. Let me see here. The Hispanic woman that killed her family. What's her name? Do you know up here in Greenwich, Connecticut, does everybody know about that one? They found a woman on the side of the road in Greenwich. If you're not familiar with Greenwich, it's a beautiful area, multi-million-dollar homes. They found a woman in a suitcase, dead, of course. And they just found out that it was he the boyfriend because he used her debit card. And this is like days later, and now they arrested him. But yeah, you heard of the suitcase? Yeah. She was already sick, weak, and tired. Did we ever confirm if we have all discoveries? I don't know. There was a second discovery, and I had a link for it, but now the link it says it's gone, that they moved it, and it was her boyfriend. Okay, Black Rose. Yeah. So I don't know. Does anybody have the link for a current link for the second discovery? Most of it was repeated. There really wasn't too much in it that was new. Maybe a couple of, if I remember correctly, a couple of pictures or something. But I know how many. Okay, the book. No. Okay, good night there, Denise. Good night. Yeah, the chat is going really fast. So, okay. He really hated Shanann. Who said that? Second discovery, yeah, for the CW case, there was a second dump. It wasn't anything like there was there. It was just, and some of it was repeated. Okay, let me go to another question. I don't know. If somebody does have the link for the second discovery, that works, because the one I have, it's gone. It says the guy removed it, and I don't even know. I tried to find the guy on Facebook because he was on there, and I asked him. And I don't think he ever answered me back. The autopsy photos were leaked. You think one of us would have it, right? Somebody saved it somewhere. I didn't think they were going to take it away. Is the ex-boyfriend, not the boyfriend she just broke up with? It was another boyfriend? Did I hear about the interview with NK with her best friend? What, a new interview? With Charlotte? You remind me of fiddling with the computer. Carolyn, I'm usually very tech savvy. That's why it's really embarrassing tonight. But have I touched on Charlotte Nelson's second phone call? I think so. Isn't that the one where she called him back and she said that she couldn't find? I think I did a little skit on that too, because she said she couldn't find the text that she thought she had. And that they all started after August 21st, and I said something like the church lady, like, oh, isn't that convenient? Whatever I said then. I'm pretty sure if that's the call. We did that in a couple of videos back, maybe three videos back. NK is selfish. Okay. All right, let me get another question. So anybody know anything about Dieter other than Frankie Jr. has him, and he posted a short video a while ago, right? Frankie Jr. and Frank used to have a public Facebook page, but then they started, they started being attacked. The Watts are talking about being attacked. They started being attacked by really horrible people, and they had to go private. But he was posting a lot of photos before that. Okay, so let me go back into the questions. Okay, we did Angie, Jessica Chambers. You know what, I think I gave, Shannon Wilson is the one that said Jessica Chambers. I think I put Rebecca for both of them. Sorry about that. So that's Shannon Wilson, and Rebecca was about Dieter. Okay, and then we have Yifa. maybe not a question, but I keep thinking about the clothing of CW that he wore leaving the house with the bodies in the truck, and he seemed to change a couple of times. But did he shower at work? No, there's no showers at the oil wells. He is seen leaving in a black shirt. Now, people are talking about that picking up breakfast, but didn't they find that wasn't him? Who knows about that? Didn't they find out that wasn't him picking up breakfast that day? It was somebody else? I thought that was debunked or something. That's what I had heard. Let me see. Anybody know? I'm watching this. It wasn't him. That's what I heard. It doesn't look like him. I never thought it looked like him. Okay, so but he does have two different sets of clothing from when he left to when he came back, and that's when it wasn't him, right? I didn't think so. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people still think that. There should be like a page of like all the, all the stuff that's been debunked in this case, because there's a lot of rumors floating around. Let's see. He picked up something to eat at a convenience store, and that wasn't. And that was him. Foxy, but I don't think that was him though. I thought they debunked it. I have no idea. I don't know. The chat's going fast. I'm so popular. Yeah, they're probably in here to laugh. Watch this lady. She doesn't even know what she's doing. Okay. Yeah, I definitely have to see when I go live. I want to go on that thing, the desktop my son built me, but he's got to get my DSLR camera behind it with cable. He's supposed to come, I don't know, tomorrow or the next day. I don't know when he's coming. Okay. Let's see here. I'm doing fine. Okay. So let me go get another question. Oh, I didn't finish this question, Eva. So what I think he did, there was time to change. I mean, he could have stopped at a convenience store, but he stopped for 4 minutes at that house that the realtor told him to look at on the way home for Nicole. He stopped at that house. So he could have taken a quick change over there at the house. And there's people that think he even dumped something there. But I don't even think he did dump things there. I think he maybe just got out there. Maybe he even used an outside spigot to wash off a little bit. I don't know if he did that. I think it was an empty house, so I think he could have just changed or whatever. Mommy, look at Anthony Ross. Look at Anthony Ross. Wait, do you mean, I think you mean Anthony, what's his name? It's not Ross, is it? Isn't it? We did look at him the other night, didn't we? The one that cried? Is that the one that cried when Chris offered in the child? Anthony, isn't Anthony Ross? I thought, Brown, right. That's it. Thanks, Veggie Girl. You still want to know what happened to the doll? Jessica, which doll? The one without the head? That's in the Plunder video that they put up there, or the one that is covered up? Which one? I don't know. I think the one that disappeared. Oh, do you mean the loveys, the stuffed animals and the blankies? I think he threw those in the airport trash because they ended surveillance for him when he went to Nick's house. He had all night from Nick's house and he had to pick up his father in the airport. I think when he was transferring between the truck and the Lexus down the road and they lost sight of him, and I think that's what happened. I think he moved his stuff. Armchair Detective is here. Hello, Armchair Detective. I don't see Armchair Detective. Look at this, and I have tea here. But oh look, I'm on the wrong camera. And it's probably ice cold because I had all those technical challenges. So we can ask our Armchair Detective if it was that guy that whoever was had a question about. You can ask him there. Okay. So yeah, I think that's what he did. He moved his stuff from place to place, from the truck to the Lexus, And then just like OJ, didn't OJ dump some stuff in the airport? That's a great place to dump stuff because they take the trash out like crazy and it's gone and people are all over, you know. I think he dumped the blankets and whatever lovey's there, because if they were in the field with the sheet and the bags, they'd still be there because the bags are lighter than that and they were still there. So I think he threw them in the airport garbage. Okay. Hi, Mommy. I heard that Stephen McDaniel disassembled Laura Giddings. Is that true? I don't know about that, Weed Eater. I'm terrible sometimes with names, Weed Eater, and I have to look it up. What kind of tea am I drinking? I am drinking, caffeine doesn't bother me, but this is, let me see here. This is Twiling's chai, I believe it's like apple and cinnamon. Okay, let me go to the, it's black tea, so it has caffeine, but that doesn't bother me. As she's up at, it doesn't bother me as she's up at 3:30 in the morning. Caffeine doesn't affect me at all. I sleep like a baby at night. Okay, let's see here. So No Popos said, wondering if you have any new old cases you're planning to highlight in the future. I know we talked about doing a series on Jodi Arias. You know, I have to tell you guys this. We were covering the new case of, oh, she's going to be in court tomorrow, by the way, that the lady that I told you about last night, the one that set the house on fire, get the Xbox and go, that lady. We got to watch that. She's going to be in court today. I keep saying tomorrow, today. She's going to be, hi, Tatiana, your first time. How are you? She's going to be there today. And who else do we have to think about? Oh, and then we've got Frazee coming up on the 19th. But so yeah, definitely those two cases I will be following. I'm chomping at the bit for, there's my horse reference again, for the Frazee case, for that suppressed evidence to start coming out and for us to learn a little more. But I will follow up with the antifreeze lady. Okay, those are the current cases I have right now. And then, you know, you guys are always talking about Watts, so we always have to do a little Watts fix. But every time I go, like, who was it that went nuts in the chat last night? Why I was telling you about the Stacey Castor case, and why don't I do any new cases? And I had just done 2 new cases. I don't know, somebody got mad at me in the chat and said that we shouldn't be spending any time on cases that we know the outcome of. You know, I don't know. So we'll have to see. I don't know. The antifreeze lady, yeah, we have to see what happens to her tomorrow. I don't know. Who's in Missouri? Is anybody here in Missouri where that's going on? Watch the link on I Won't Be Disappointed. Okay. Okay, I will. The prison nurse, yeah. That's the one that's going to be in court today. The prosecutor today? Okay. Armchair. What time is it over there, armchair? I don't even know. What time is it in the UK? And you can see it, and you can see him putting it in ink. Good night. Tico, good night. Have a good night, Tico. All right, let me take another question. Let me go back to the questions. Okay, so Jodi Arias, I love I enjoyed the Jodi Arias trial so much that I watched it again and again and again on YouTube, and the interrogation. And I used to do a call in the morning for a sales team. You have to listen to this. And every morning I'd get on that call, and the first thing I would tell them about is the trial, and you've got to watch this. And not too many shared my passion for it. So at the time I thought I had to start a podcast, and I kept saying I was going to do it. But then when I found people on YouTube just by accident, that I told you how it was like 4 times I made that video and I wasn't going to post it. When I found them that they like to talk about true crime, I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. I don't need to make that. I don't need to go crazy making that podcast, even though I brought myself that Yeti mic and everything to do the podcast. But I used to talk to them on those morning calls, and they had to hear Jodi Arias all the time. Oh, you can't believe what Juan Martinez did. And I would just watch that cross over and over and tell everybody they had to watch that cross. But then sometimes if I come on and talk about that, then some people are like, oh, why are we talking about this? This is old news. You can't please everybody. You got to please yourself. I don't know. If you want me, I mean, I have a couple of things on Jodi Arias. I could talk till I'm blue in the face on Jodi Arias. I mean, I know that inside and out. Let me know if you want me to talk about Jodi Arias in the future there. Okay. Did we find out what time it is in the UK? It's 8:34 in the morning? Oh, okay. All right, let's see now. Tracy Joy says, what did the redact from, why did they reduct, do you mean, for the Watts discovery? Why were NK's texts not included? We have had the technology to collect, okay. I think it's the burner phones. I think her texts that were really incriminating were on burner phones. There's no way Chris would have said that about burner phones had he not had one. And I think I told you, they're off some cliff he threw that thing out and she threw hers out and they're gone off some cliff. I really don't think she would be that, that stupid to have any incriminating text there. And then I think she still had whatever text she had on there really looked at. I think that's why she held onto that phone so long, to make sure like nothing could be taken off there. And then they were all scrambled, and there probably were that, I don't know, maybe, who knows, that got so whacked up. I don't know if you can take a magnet or anything, but they probably have some kind. Some of the really advanced IT people should check into that. If there's any really high-tech hacking ways to make even the police not be able to pull that stuff up. But don't you remember when she was in the interrogation and they had to take pictures? She had to send screenshots because that day they couldn't get the stuff off. And didn't you kind of lose all faith in them at that point? I don't know. That really, I'm like, wait, you have to take screenshots? You guys can't get this off of her phone? So yeah, that was kind of weird. I didn't like that. The father scrubbed it. Yeah, and then the father, right? He was doing that. So and she didn't even think it. My father and I are doing a little damage control. And I would have been like, what kind of damage control? What would you have to control? The whole thing about it is just, it's very stupid. They fumbled, yeah, but I think, I don't know, yeah, they definitely, that was it. Yeah, I'm just going to take the phone back. I'll bring it back in 2 weeks and give it to you guys. Oh my gosh. Well, Deanna, if they buried it with her, they would have found it. So Frank Rusak said that there are cliffs over there, right where they live. He said, if you throw something off there, you will never see it again. We don't have High 69. Remember High 69 was supposed to dig that hole and tell us how long that took? She was so hyped and adamant to not talk to Jim. Yeah, don't talk to Jim. Don't you dare. Don't drag that Jim into this. Okay, let's see. Let's go to another question. I have not looked at. Yeah, I don't like to look at Plunder because I just don't even want to give them a cent because they are a bashing channel. I look at the comments. I'll go there and I'll look at comments, and if I see really nasty ones, then I'll give them the thumbs down, and the ones that are good, where the people sticking up for Shanann, I go and give them the thumbs up. But that's about it. Okay. So Carol Berger says, love your chats. Thanks, Carol. What do you think of the Netflix documentary Ted Bundy? Oh, I discussed this last night. It's completely redundant for me, and a bunch of you have said that. The thing that got me all mixed up, and now I know why, in my Facebook feed with my regular friends and relatives, it was the ones that were not into true crime, not the real aficionados like us. So they were all impressed with it. And, oh, don't watch it alone. I'm like, what's scary about this? You haven't, no. But I think that's what it is. I have already seen that in another documentary, most of that. And so I don't know, it didn't do anything for me. I need something better. And a lot of you have said that, so, okay. VB says, hi, Mommy. Thank you so much for all these awesome videos. You're welcome, VB. I personally would love for you to do videos on abducted in plain sight. I just told my daughter, I don't know if you were on earlier, my daughter called me after 30 minutes of that and said, what the freak am I watching? Okay, and she didn't call, she might have fallen asleep because it was late and she has work tomorrow and she's like a normal person that sleeps. But I'll have to find out tomorrow what she thought. She got to the part where the father, helped that guy with what he needed to be helped with, and she just said, this is weird, but she felt at that point that these people were just really naive. They were very naive, and she told me if I make a video about that, I have to be very gentle. I have to be very gentle on that, okay? So I would like to make a video on it because I think a lot of you have seen it, and I know I recommended it, not in a good way. I said, you've got to watch this and tell me if you think it's as crazy as I do. But I'm going to see what she says tomorrow, and then I will make a video on that. You don't think anybody could unpack that scenario better than me? But my daughter said I have to be careful now. You see, it's just my daughter ruined the whole thing now. She said I have to be really careful. Okay, as for a question, who do you think is behind Plunder? And, well, I've heard a lot of things, but the way that the page was hacked, did you guys notice there's a bunch of videos on there that you didn't see on Shanann's page? Like the ones from Myrtle Beach? Did you guys know that? All these videos started to come up that were not on that page? Well, did you know that Shanann's, when all this stuff was going on, when my Facebook was hacked, when these groups were getting hacked, they said that Shanann's group was hacked. Not Shanann's group, Shanann's personal page was hacked. And somebody went on there and took her videos. Okay? And that's why, at that time, you're starting to see all these, because I saw the videos from Myrtle Beach, and I'm like, wait, she didn't have these, I didn't see these on her channel. And yeah, somebody said they got her videos, and they had pictures, and that's why you're seeing a lot of pictures you haven't seen and a lot of videos you haven't seen. And I think definitely it is someone very close to the family. And I think they also, if you haven't noticed, they play pieces of Kay's podcasts on there. You guys heard this, right? They play little bits and pieces when she had the ex-girlfriend. I keep looking down at my laptop like you guys are there because I'm trying to read the chat. Yeah, if you look, but you're up here. Okay. If you look at all of that, then I think it's definitely someone in the family. I think it's almost that same, at least a few of the ringleaders that run the Specs group. Now watch the trolls start coming in. She's outing us. Okay. I'm going to get such a bad name in here. That Mommy Ramblings. Kay runs that. She used to have Murder Rap Sesh. Uh-oh, did I freeze? I froze. Hold on a minute. Uh-oh, I froze. Why am I freezing? Jimmy, did you just unplug the router?
No.
Well, I froze over here. Why am I freezing? I am frozen. Can you guys hear me? I can't. I think my husband did something. I see the live chat moving up, but I'm totally frozen on my screen. My face is not frozen? Okay, I'm not going to worry about it then. I have a frozen face on my screen. But yeah, they're going to get me. Somebody told me today, you better be really careful because they're coming at you like crazy. And apparently they've been calling CPS on people. Have you heard this one? They're calling CPS on people. I told my husband, I said, do you think I need to be really careful? he said, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, like we said, they call CPS, have them come over and we'll give them some coffee. I mean, what are they going to do? That she's going to call and say that I'm abusing my kids who she doesn't even know of anything about it, just to think that's going to start trouble for me? She's just taking the CPS people away from cases. And what the heck? I told her, I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to say, oh my gosh, you mean Kay's going to come get me and she's doing this to these other people? No. The day that I'm afraid like that is a day that, I don't want to be a role model to my kids. Why am I going to back down from someone like that? I'm going to stand up and do what I feel is right. I'm going to do the right thing. And like I said, if she wants to come up here, I have shotguns. I have shotguns. I have a security system. I have a 100-pound bulldog. She wants to come up here, all bets are off there. But you want to come up here, have fun. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not. I won't. I will not back down. Okay. I mean, that's of course what she wants. And you want to call CPS? Have fun. Have fun. I don't abuse my children, so have fun. It's crazy. Do whatever you want. This is what she's doing in other groups. Kay is the woman that has Murder Rap Sesh, and she has that speculations group on Facebook that bashes Shanann, the one that you cannot mention the oil cans in. It says right on the front page, if you think I'm kidding you, go into Facebook. It's the speculations, and the rules are you cannot mention the oil tanks. If you mention the oil tanks, you are on mute or you're out of the group. I am froze. I know I'm froze. I don't know. Now I think I really am frozen. No, my chat is moving. You're frozen too? How do I unfreeze myself? Can you hear me? Can you still hear me? I have great cheekbones. Thank you. Can you still hear me? You think it's the weather that's freezing it? Okay, if you can hear me, then, well, that's good. What should I do? Can I do anything to try to unfreeze myself? All right. I'm frozen. Okay. At least it's horrible to be frozen in something really hideous. Can you imagine that? That's the worst. Ooh. Okay, good. So yeah, so she's in that group, and today, that's when I got a message from one of my good friends that's in another group, and she said, Carolyn, she wrote this thing up there that said, I'm using this other person as an example, and she doxed them, whatever, showed a bunch of stuff on there and called CPS on them. And then even I told you they're going after the Kelsey Barrett groups too. Even in a Kelsey Barrett group, the girl is going crazy because people have been doing stuff to her. And it's nuts. These trolls are just nuts. I don't understand. I really don't. There's enough. I don't know. I don't get it. They can't handle hearing the truth. Yeah, they must not. It's crazy. I don't know why they just can't go away. But I don't know if you heard that podcast, when Lauren wasn't giving her the information she wanted, did you notice she just, okay, well, and she'd be like, really? Okay, and she'd be gone. I don't know. They do love drama. They thrive on drama. But, I don't know. Yeah, I'm frozen. I know, Becky, I'm frozen, but you can hear me, right? You can hear me. I don't know why I'm frozen. I truthfully think my husband did something with the internet, but he says he didn't. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, but I'm not going to back down. So if it's like I said, if anything happens to me, if I have a mysterious death, if I'm not here and they say I had a mysterious death, you guys know who to call the police and give him give him the suspects, okay? Still, you can take his clothes off now. Yeah, just remember that if I'm gone from here, just say there was some trolls there. We have some names to share, and you can let them know. But yeah, I'm not gonna back down. I thought for a minute, I'm like, wait a minute. No, why? What am I doing? Because I'm standing up for Shanann? Because I'm standing up for victims? Are you serious? And I've got to back down so that the trolls can go full force? That's crazy. Thank you, Lisa. I don't know. That to me doesn't make any sense. Why do I have to be careful? What is this lady? She lives out in, like, isn't it Minnesota? Though she's so scared, she will not show her face on camera. So who's scared? She won't even show her face on camera. She shows a picture of her in a purple wig, and she won't put her face on camera. And she says on there that she lives in the UK. Is the armchair detective there? She says she lives in, I think she says she lives in Liverpool. On her, so that, nobody can find her. But everybody knows her last name and knows where she lives. I don't know. It's just crazy. And so she's doxing people and calling CPS. And like I said, have a good time. Have a good time and call CPS. Have a great time if that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? I'm not going to back down from her. She's nothing but a bully. I know she doesn't live in the sea. She lives in Michigan. She's in Michigan. She's what with an M? Michigan or Minnesota? One of them. But anyway, yeah. But I was just like incensed when that person sent me that. I might want to cool it. I might want to calm down because they're attacking people. Who do they think they are? Watt's family is definitely behind that Plunder. And I don't know, Plunder is in the Bible, and so maybe they took it from there. That whole little light that comes down is just so eerie, right? It's really eerie. And that's, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna let them. I just hope it's not like, those were her last words. She's not gonna let them get her. And then we never heard from her again. Oh my gosh, okay. So I'll go out fighting though. I'll go out fighting. Let's see. Crystal Dawn, what do you think about the way CW's mistress made a big thing about the girls having books? Oh yeah, I mentioned that, the books, that's crazy. And the fact that one of the canines seemed like a major hit. Oh, it was a book under her bed, right? I did see that. And it's out of place for how clean the house is. Yeah, I did see that, Crystal Dawn, and I don't know, I mean, I thought the same thing. The book was totally out of place. Could it have, like, flew off the bed? Maybe what he had read to her and he kicked it under there. That could have happened, but the dog did get, like, a little crazy under the bed, but that could also be, if he killed the kids I don't, I think I did see that, but I think if she had hit them with a book or anything, they would have seen the bruising and stuff on the autopsy, and they didn't mention that. So yeah, I know it is gross, and a couple of ladies are really, really upset. One had to shut her group down. It's not a joke. It really disrupts people's lives because they have to investigate the cases even if they're nothing. And it's just ridiculous, but okay. So maybe a child was reading a book. Yeah, I don't know. So I saw the dog bark under there, and I did see that part, but I don't know. I mean, nothing conclusive with that. Let's go to another question. Cat All says, no questions. Okay, that was an easy one. I just want to say how much I enjoy your videos and listening to your analysis. Thanks, Cat All. Okay, life is a journey, let it go. I like that name. How has the Watts case impacted me? Oh, I answered this one, right? Yes, okay, she has another one. Do I think Chris Watts was on steroids? No, I don't think he was on steroids. I think he was just taking the Thrive supplements. That's what I think he was taking, and not steroids. And let's see, who else? Who's that? Kim Bibbs. In the autopsy report, I noticed that the 3 victims had empty bladders. How is that possible that all 3 had just emptied their bladders? Well, that normally happens when you pass away. Your body fluids That's why there were urine stains on, if you look at Kathleen Peterson's sweatpants, because that happens. So it's, you know, they would have released those body fluids and things. So yeah, that wasn't unusual. That's also why, you know, there would be stains and things, like I said, on the clothing and all of that. You would like me to review the Cannibal Cop case? And ask people if he should have been released from jail. Okay, FoxyBot, that's going in my big file. Let's just keep me alive, though. Keep me alive. Don't let anybody come here and kill me. Oh gosh. Okay. The reason for the sheet removal, yes. And the reason, like, if you looked at the Peterson, when they were analyzing the blood on her sweatpants, there were urine stains on there. I thought they debunked the video of the man in the convenience store. Yeah, they did, Carolyn. I'm fairly certain that it's been debunked. And Pecker doing the same thing to my true hero, Ronan Farrow. So take that, Pecker. Somebody's attacking Ronan Farrow? You think he's Sinatra's son? I think he's Sinatra's son. I don't think he's Woody Allen's son. I missed that. Pecker, that's the guy from the Inquirer, right? What's he doing? Totally Sinatra, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't look an iota like Woody Allen. Everybody says, oh no, it's just that Mia Farrow kind of looks exactly like Sinatra, so that's why you think it's Sinatra. It's really Mia Farrow that he looks like. That's what they say. But he doesn't have anything. No, we're all, who's in a timeout? Somebody's in a timeout? Oh, I don't know. Black Swan, you put somebody in a timeout, they want to know. I thought she meant a black screen. Okay, let me get, he looks exactly like a young Sinatra. I know, Foxy, but to me too. But there's, you know, somebody's always got to say something else. Okay. All right, let's go back here. Okay, Bernard Geller said, thank you for your interesting and humorous thoughts on true crime stories. You're welcome, Bernard. I look forward to your video blogs. Thank you. Now, let's see, read more. Question. Do you have any thoughts on how Chris Watts even thought he could get away with committing such a horrendous and senseless crime? Thanks again for taking the time and putting in the effort in researching the stories you cover. It shows, and the new addition of video clips during your presentations is fantastic. Okay, thank you. So, all right, I think, well, I don't know how he thought he could get away with it. Now, the only thing, when she called and that flight was delayed, he should have just said, forget it, right? Foxy, you have to call in one of the other channels soon. Caitlin, I am going to take callers on my other, when I get the other camera set up on that thing and I have that broadcasting software so that you can do that. You can have different people. I will do call-in shows because I want to hear your guys' voices too. It's much easier than me switching from the chat. But do I think he thought he could get away with this? When her flight was delayed and his time was cut like that, he should have been like, well, maybe something's telling me I shouldn't do this, right? I don't know. I think he should have said, I can't do this. Good night, Gypsy. Good night. But he could have already killed the girls and not had any choice at that point. But he was, you want to, yeah, good, Stacy. I'm going to have one of those free call-in numbers, those like the free conference line number, and try to hook that up. So as soon as my son gets here, today we had snow, he was going to come and do it, and hopefully tomorrow or the next day he'll get that done for me. So yeah, Zoom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have that too. I have the whatchamacallit. You need the web conference. Yeah, somebody gave me Zoom before, and there's another one. There's another one that I have there. Okay. So I think that maybe he had killed the children and he had no choice. I don't know. I mean, or he was pressured so hard, somebody didn't want to wait another day. You can't hold me off another day. And look how well that worked out. So, yeah, that wasn't good. Bella was scared. Yeah. So, yeah. And then he thought, okay, I'll pull this off. I'll come home and clean up. I really think he would have come home during lunch hour. I think he would have. I think around like 12 o'clock, you know, he would have said, I can't reach them. And maybe that was the whole reason he was texting, so he could run home. And who knows who was going to meet him there, who could have also got, you know, coincidentally sick at the office, come home, met him, and then grabbed all of her stuff. And I think they would have taken her car and like drove it off a cliff somewhere. But he didn't have that time. He was not a smart man. A lot of people say he's smart. He's smart if he has direction and he knows what to do. But something like this, he did not. This was not completely planned out. It's definitely, I see premeditation in it, but not enough. Do I think he acted alone? I think that he had pressure that escalated this, and I don't think if he hadn't have met her, if he wasn't in this, he never would have done this. Okay, and thank you, Corinne. Oh, you're welcome, Bernard. Oh, there's Hi. Hi, did you dig that hole? You have a time for us, Hi? You heard that he was, but it's that she was, that Bella was? I hope not. I don't think so. I hope not. I hope not. You doing it? Thanks. You're welcome, Ocean Girl. Let me see. So, I mean, I think she could have been around. I think she could have helped with details. I think she might have been helping if they were going to carry off this thing and throw that Lexus off a cliff or something, you know, in that respect. And definitely with programming him to do things. Do I know that she physically did anything to them? No, I don't know that. But I definitely think behind the scenes, she was the one putting the pressure and programming him. When you realize you have a talent for making, you're so great at. Oh, when did I realize for making true crime videos? Like I said, I used to be on conference calls for the sales team that I led, and I would constantly be talking about true crime cases, and not a lot of, they would listen to me, but they didn't really have a big interest in it. So I just said, well, we should have a podcast, because our morning calls were so crazy. Our morning calls, if we would have podcasted them, people would have been tuning in, because we had such a cast of characters on that call. I would talk about true crime. We had a lady that was probably close to 70, and she was like the fruitcake lady from The Tonight Show. Does anybody remember her? She would get on the phone, and you never knew what was going to happen, because she would get so mad, like about something. Damn it, and she'd be yelling. And Catherine, we're on the line. Oh, it's this stupid. She would just start cursing like crazy. It's, you know, and about nothing. And then, you know, she'd be like one talking about, oh, he's an ass, or whatever, just like that, exactly like the fruitcake lady. So we had the fruitcake lady. We would all say that because we would be texting to each other while we were on the call. So, and we would be hysterical, and we try not to laugh too hard. But we had, she's the nice, I'm still, you know, I'm very good friends with her. I had to send her, my son grew, she's originally from Trinidad and Tobago, and they eat very, very hot, spicy stuff. And my son grew those ghost peppers. I sent them down to Texas. She's in Texas. Sent her bags of them. She loved them. But we had that. Then we had another guy named Ty, and he would just always be playing up to me. Oh, that's great. You know, whatever I said, it was wonderful. I have my friend Heather that was a big conspiracy person. So I said, guys, we have to podcast this call. And every time it would get really heated, I would say, okay, we have the next caller on the line, because that's exactly what we sounded like. We sounded like a podcast. I used to go through the news. I used to go through the news on the call, and then we would discuss each topic. Before we got to any of the sales stuff that I had to go over with them, we would go through the news. So, excuse you, what happened to Ron P? Oh, is he making, okay. Sometimes I just get a piece of that. But so I had said it, but nobody really took me up on it. I said, this would be really good as a podcast. People would really listen to this. But like I said, nobody shared my enthusiasm. And then I couldn't take it with the Watts case. Like, I had so much to say, and nobody really wanted to listen to me a lot over here, because my husband was always that he couldn't take it. Like, he just, oh, that's too horrible. He can't hear it. Now he's gotten more into it. But yeah, it was a really fun conference call. So one night I taped a video, and I told you guys, I taped like 4 of them on the same thing. I said, no, I can't put this up. I can't put this up. I can't put this up. When I put the 4th one up, and I just saw the views on it, I said, wow, people are tuning in to see what I had to say. And then from there, forget it. It was off to the races. I was out of the gate. I was the rodeo. No, but yeah, because then I could find all of you guys to talk with about this, and then it really did something else, because my husband sees that I'm not crazy with this. I really think he thought, maybe I was planning his demise, like I said, but he sees how many other people are in it, so now he's getting into it, believe it or not, and I find him watching true crime all the time. But that's how it happened. I had so much to talk about with this Watts case, and I was going crazy. I had to talk to somebody, so I made that video like 4 times, and thank God I posted it, because otherwise I would never have found. Yeah, I just had so much to say. I could, after listening to the NK stuff, I had to talk to somebody, I think, or I would have exploded. And none of my older kids were into it yet. My sons are now. No, the video camera evidence that's another thing. There's a lot of rumors out there, and what I'm seeing now that I don't like is that there's a lot of these like new channels coming, and all they're doing is just posting things that are not true for views, and I don't like that. I don't like that, because I think that discredits all of what the factual true crime bloggers, podcasters are trying to do. I don't know. I try to stick to the fact, and I feel terrible. If you don't know how I beat myself up the other night when I said that she was still married to the ex-husband, that Crystal. I went off there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, when someone, if you mentioned, I said, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I messed up on that. And the next day I told you, and I don't know how, I don't know, just a lot of people just fly on there, and like all these new channels, I mean, they're just like brand new channels that just come up there with these wild conspiracy things, and who knows? I don't know. But that was like my friend Heather on the call. She always had these wild conspiracies. I mean, one time she posted something about something you could get from don't even pineapples, believe this or not. Okay. It's crazy. I'm still frozen. I don't know. I'm frozen. So that's it. Let me go take another question. Take a few more questions, and then I'll let you guys go to bed. Bonnie Armstrong said, why did the CW coworker make the comment about the sex trafficking in Colorado? Bonnie, that's a good question, because I was confused on that too. And I think what he was trying to say is that, and it came out funny. It made it sound, because in the transcript especially, it said, how'd they say it? He said something like, well, Chris made it to work to the Survey 319 on time, because, there is some weird stuff. It's a very high sex trafficking area or something, right? What happened? Nerds? Black Rose? Nerds? Oh, I thought you were telling me, okay. That, I think Sister Shay, I think I saw that link. I think that's my Amazon link if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what she put up there. So anyway, he said that, and I think he just meant that could Shanann and the kids have been taken by sex traffickers? That's what I think it was. But the way it came out, it made it sound like there was weird stuff going around with Chris, and could he be involved in sex trafficking or visiting sex workers, you know? So I don't know. I mean, but I think that's what he meant. There's some weird stuff in the area. Could somebody have grabbed them and grabbed Shanann and the kids? And that's what he meant. I'm you know, that is what I think it meant. So Colorado is one weird place. Where's High? High, is there a lot of sex trafficking in your area? Where's High? Where's our Colorado guy? Or gal, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's hard when I don't see someone's name and then There is a lot of sex trafficking? Hi, can you tell me if you're a guy or a girl so I don't have to make you feel bad? I don't like to do that to somebody. All the time on the news? Okay. A guy. Okay, I was right. Okay, I was feeling terrible if you were a woman and okay. All right, good. We don't, because Tico, who's waiting for a savior, he's a guy, and he's always saying that we don't have a lot of guys on. So now I know at least we have two. Okay, my face is frozen. It is, Cynthia, because we were on before and then my face got frozen and I don't know how to unfreeze it. Mommy, no merch yet. No, I haven't. I'm trying to get, I have to get my G Suite hooked up with my website so that all of the true crime emails that I get, I know I'm still frozen. It must be the weather in New York. I have to get that going so all of my email for the true crime stuff can go to one thing. Mugs would be good. Yeah, I think there is about merch, I think you can go to one of their providers and you can put up a whole bunch of things and then people can just order directly and you don't have to order any inventory and you don't have to do any shipping, and that's the way it works. My little guy, my 9-year-old told me that, Mommy, you should do some different videos because you sit there and talk, but he watches these guys like the Ireland boys, and what was the other one he was watching? You know what, he came up to me today and he goes, Mommy, I'm watching something about life hacks. He goes, if you go to Starbucks, he goes, you know how a coffee costs like $5, Mom? I said, yeah. He goes, the guy that he's watching says that if you go in there with the cup, you get the refill for 50 cents. I said, Luke, I don't know if that's true. He said, you try it next time you go to Starbucks. Thank you, Wendy. Anybody know about that Starbucks? Is that true? But he watches those where somebody pranks the brother and paints the whole room pink, you know. I'm like, yeah, I don't think those videos are for me. Yes, I understand. If I'm selling any from my YouTube channel, yeah, I mean, I'd like to get something at some point, but we'll see. My son was just telling me, he just showed me that channel that he watches. He's like, I really like their shirts, Mom. So I can't think of the name. Yeah, but he watches all those, yeah. Anyway, let me go to, you don't even have, I have a YouTube, oh my gosh, an Amazon affiliate link. I think that's what Black Rose put up there. And then if you shop on Amazon, you don't even have to, Amazon gives us a little cut of whatever's purchased. And I've been doing that on my blog for years with the affiliate links. So, I mean, if somebody does shop at Amazon and you want to help out the channel, that's a good way to do it and doesn't cost anyone anything. And it's just, Amazon's the one that gives up a little something on that one. And who knows, with his divorce, he might, I'm sorry guys, this has got to go. But let me go to the next one here. Okay, so let me do 2 more questions, otherwise we'll be here all night. Jay May says, Cindy Watts started a GoFundMe page for Chris last October. Any idea of how much money she made from it? Is that true? Did anybody else hear that? You have sex trafficking in New Zealand, Juanita? Young girls tricked. You want to show off your Mommy Ramblings t-shirt? Okay, I'll get to work on that. I do, Open Minds, I do have PayPal in there. Isn't it in there? PayPal's in there. It's my email address. It's in the video script. GoFundMe got shut down? So the whole site or just Mrs. Watts's? Who's the spanner? I don't know what the spanner is. Was it Mrs. Watts's? I don't know. Another group tried to open a GoFundMe. Oh, for the Wattses, and it was shut down? Really? Is that because of the wrongful death suit? If it's for Chris, because he's not supposed to be earning any money, or it would go to Shanann's family? Oh, it's a wrench? Okay, gotcha. Somebody put you in timeout, knees in the breeze? Who put knees in the breeze in timeout? She'd like to know why. Maybe it was a mistake. We're making a lot of mistakes. She's unsatisfied. Who? Oh, Cindy? Cindy wants a trial, like I told you guys before, and I said, well, why didn't you have the trial? And that's what I said. I said, she was trying to say that he said no trial, this woman that was talking to me that was close to Jamie, that Chris said no trial because he wanted to spare his family. And I said, BS, he didn't want to spare his family. If his parents really want the trial and his sister wants the trial, how is that helping his family? If he wanted to make his family happy, he would have had the trial. It's because the, whatchamacall, it's because of NK, and they don't want to believe it, so have fun, whatever. And I asked her about NK's phone calls too. I said, and she said, do you have the phone log? She asked me for this. She said, oh no, she did not call Cindy. Did I have the number? And I went to go get the phone logs, and all I can see is from August 25th on. So she said she was going to try to find out about that, but she swore to me that they didn't have anything to do with her. Yeah, but yeah, truthful, they're not. So, I don't know. So, I don't think you can be put on timeout, Corinne. I don't know. But super chat, I don't even know is that what it is, super chat? I don't even know what super chat takes or not. Lindsay, are you talking about me? Lindsay? No, we were talking about Cindy Watts, Diane. About Cindy Watts having a GoFundMe for Chris. And then somebody said they shut it down. Hi, Brooke. No one puts baby in the corner. Hi, Brooke. I'm frozen. I wasn't frozen before. I'm frozen now. Okay, so let me take one more question. Let's see here. Bethany Scobie. Is Armchair Detective still here? Because this question's about him. Armchair Detective has a headline saying NK was getting a plea deal. I only watched a bit of it, so I don't know. Is he here to tell us? Armchair, thank you, Black Rose. Armchair, are you here? Is he here? What's going on with the plea deal? I didn't hear anything about a plea deal. You guys know if he's here or he bolted? He's got a question. Did I read the person's name? Bethany Scobie. Armchair Detective had a headline saying NK is getting a plea deal. I only watched a little bit of it, so I don't know. So wait, somebody's threatening somebody? Is he here? Is Armchair here? He left? He left us? Armchair, we need you to answer this. What's the NK plea deal? Did anybody watch the video that can fill us in? He's walking the dog? Some nerve walking the dog. I don't know. Is it? Armchair is walking his dog? He didn't take us with, he should have taken us with him on the phone, right? Then he could answer the question. Nobody knows about a plea deal, something? I don't know. No, but I think he meant as CW took a plea deal. NK, she was clasped. Oh, well, CW's, you guys know that you can see CW's plea deal, right? All the court documents are on the Colorado, there's a Colorado site for them. And there is nothing that specifically mentions, because I looked at that, I thought that maybe she had immunity in that plea deal. I did look, and it's not there. So, okay, no, I don't think so, Brooke. Not that I've heard. And I think somebody just said they saw his video and he mentioned something about CW's plea deal. But I didn't see the video, so I don't know. I thought he was here. He was here earlier. So I thought he'd clear this up. Yeah, right, Dylan. Okay, armchair detective claimed he had more inside plea deal between the district attorney and NK, but it's BS. Get off my lawn. Oh, sometimes your names run into. I read them as your comment. He made a video about the Frazee mistress and her plea deal. Okay. Okay. You're just tuning in, Brooke? Yeah, we're wrapping it up. But 4:21 probably should. And the caffeine hasn't bothered me. I'm wide awake though. But yeah, thanks to the moderators there for your help, and thanks for putting up with me in this live. I don't think I could ever discuss a case like this, but it's good for question and answers, I guess, if I get my act together and I get on the other computer and I can not freeze. I don't know why I froze. Maybe it was just like, it's time, you're frozen. But no, don't go. All right, I'll stay for a little bit more. So maybe I'll take one more question. It's like my kids, one more story. I'll take one more question. It's not that I'm going to fall asleep if I go to bed. I'm just going to sit there and probably. Okay, let me see here. Okay, this is by, and I can't. The name is like Deb YYHJR Broby. Daniel Bishop made a good point. Probably that Nicole Kessinger is pregnant. That's why they did the witness protection. She was nauseous during interviews, possibly morning sickness. Yeah, I don't think so. Brooke, you got so much shout outs? What? Okay. So yeah, I don't think she's pregnant. She was not feeling well in the interviews, but who knows if she just made that up because she was tired. And what does much shout out you mean from Mommy? What's going on? Brooke, I wasn't shouting, Brooke, not at you. I think did I call your name? Maybe she means that. I don't think she's pregnant. If she is, she's not going to, let's put it this way. If she is, she's going to be almost ready to deliver if it's his baby. If she is pregnant with his baby, she's got to be getting close to delivery. But I don't think she is. No. I don't know. I don't see her as very maternal, but you took an Ambien. Okay, be careful with those Ambiens. You don't want to be like Roseanne Barr having Ambien tweets. Sharon. Okay. NK's wound is too withered. She'll be 31 in July, right? Yeah, the rodeo girl. The rodeo girl. Somebody wrote a whole song. Did you guys hear the beginning of my song? Someone, and I don't know who it was now, they wrote an entire song. They wrote a whole song based on that. Did you guys see that? I'm going to see if my husband can put some music to it and we can have a theme song when we do there. Because if he doesn't, wait, let me ask you guys, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you think she's going to be 31, Stacy? She in July? In the other chat that we had, Dylan, last night, the one where I did that Rodeo Queen song, one of our community wrote an entire song based on that. No, NK, well, hold on a minute. NK is 30, going to be 31 in July. And the other one, the Rodeo Queen, she's supposedly 32. Yeah. You know, you guys, okay, Dad's a Mason. I just have to say, we have Masons here in New York, and they're lawyers and doctors and pretty good people. So I don't know why everybody thinks they're so scared. I don't know. I keep hearing people mention that like they're satanic or something. I don't know. My horse references are really funny. Yeah. My face is frozen. Yes, Heather, my face is frozen. It froze about, I don't know how far we were in. We cannot unfreeze my face. So we're talking with the frozen face because we had a lot of, this was my first live like this, and the first time we went on, I couldn't even get the camera straight. So we had to go to another live, and we're just lucky that we're here right now. So yeah, everybody's not pushing it too much because you're like, wow, Mommy Rambling is a little bit on the edge here with the live. I don't know, and I'm feeling really bad because there's like people that sit in the dark and do it, and I'm thinking like, well, they can figure it out, and I'm having this much trouble. Masons are satanic. I don't think so. I don't think so, Stephen. Not the ones that I know. They're definitely not. But they do magic at high levels. Maybe we're talking about two different things. We have to be talking. You can never be. I'm talking about something like the Kiwanis Club. What are we talking about here? Because I'm kind of lost. The people that I'm thinking about are not satanic, and they don't do magic. They worship Lucifer. Okay, then we're definitely talking about two different things here. We're talking about two different things here. Oh, okay. Are they pretty true? Yeah, we're talking about, so yeah, like the Elks Club. Hi. We're talking about something like Rotary, like that. I'll have to look that up, Stacy. I'll have to look that up because the ones that, I'll have to look that up. Yeah, the ones I'm talking about, it's like Rotary, Kiwanis Club. No, I'm saying, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but someone, okay, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. I'll ask the people that I know. Be like, hey, are you guys doing magic in there and you worshiping Lucifer? No, I really don't think they are. The founders of Jehovah's Witnesses are Latter-day Saints. They were Freemasons. That's all I know. All right. Well, that's a good thing for me to research. I'll have to do some research because obviously I don't. Either I'm talking about the wrong thing. They wear lambskin aprons. Doesn't make them Satanism. They're talking about the Masons. There's many who feel that their secrets are really okay. Like I said, the ones that I know, I thought it was like Rotary Club. Yeah. The ones I know are Catholic. Yeah. I don't know. The hot dog ran off and they're spreading rumors. I don't know. I'll look eyes wide shut. Okay. I'll look. Was it the, no, that wasn't the, I'll look it up. I don't know. It's the same group, lots of suspicion and rumors came out. Okay, I will have to look it up. That sounds like something I really would like to research. I like stuff like that. Everyone lost me earlier, I know, Hazel. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Look, I'm frozen now, but the chat's working. I'll leave that drama to the other mamas? Okay, I'll leave that drama to the other mamas. All right, look at the all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye in my dollar bill, Steve? That'll tell me about the Freemasons? I'm learning a lot here tonight. Okay. The Pope says really? Does he say that? And I love Pope. I love the Pope. He's such a great guy. He says they are the enemy of the church? I'll have to look that up. Pope says the Masons are evil? Okay. All right. All right. The Masons aren't Catholic, but are like the ones you said. Just like the Rotary Club are known. Oh, the Masons you know aren't Catholic, but are just like the ones that I know, like the Rotary Club. Maybe because I live in a small town in upstate New York, and the people that are telling me this, like somebody, just ironically, a business person today just told me that he's being inducted as a Mason, and I said, because I heard all of this about this stuff, and I know nothing about it, and I said, is that like the Freemasons or something? And then this guy was like, yeah, but this guy used to be a big Kiwanis Club member, and so I'm lost. And it was even mentioned to me that, see, my older sons own a business. And they said, your sons should, because I said, I think my sons are going to go into the Kiwanis Club or something. And so, well, Kiwanis Club is not really what it was. And I don't know. So I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Doesn't sound too good the way you got, what you guys are saying. But from what this guy was saying, and I've known him a very long time, and I really don't think he's into Satanism, so I don't know. You're going to be reading what site? You have preemie twins to take care of? Wow. Okay, that sounds fun. Preemie twins. How many pounds are they now, Corinne? Wow, Vanilla Ice, that's not sounding good. They're your grandkids? Well, that sounds nice. You've heard nothing but good about Masons? Maybe it depends on where you are. I don't know. Lots of shout outs by people? I don't know. Tanya, I don't know what's going on. Like I said, the person that told me this is a very established business person, so, and definitely a family person, and not someone that's into any of the stuff that I'm hearing right here. So I'm lost. Yeah, we'll see. I'll take. I don't know. I don't know. Could just. Yeah, Peggy. Good. I'm lost, but definitely the person that told me, like I said, is just 100% not into any of that. So, like Chris was a family person. It references conspiracy. Mommy, don't worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it, Samuel. I have too much to worry about, like figuring out how to get my face unfrozen. But anyway, I hope that this wasn't too annoying for you guys tonight. I thought I was going to be able to come on much earlier, and then my husband was looking for the stupid cable, and then, wow, that was just really bad that I couldn't get myself. Dark things only at higher levels? Oh, okay. Maybe it's not a high level here. We're a very small town. The Kubrick movies, yeah. Did you see that Stephen King movie, that A Perfect Marriage, that's supposed to have the BTK? It's based a little bit on that. I did see that before I knew that it was based on the BTK. Did you guys see that? The Stephen King, I think it's called A Perfect Marriage. Good night there. Thank you, Pac-Man. Have a good night. Oh, you're welcome, Cinnamon. Did anybody see that? Perfect Marriage? No? Still talking about the Freemasons here. Did anybody hear me? No? Okay, good. I thought we were stuck on the... It was on Netflix when I saw it, but it's very good if you haven't seen it. And then when I just watched that thing on the BTK, you saw it, Stacy? They said, you know, there were a lot of movies that were based apparently on this BTK, and they mentioned that one, that Stephen King. The whole BTK thing was crazy. Yeah, that court thing, yeah, with the tongue, and he was just going through one detail after another. His daughter just wrote a book. Just wrote a book about him, so she's been doing the circuit. How many years ago? Not too, it's fairly recent, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, I like Stephen King too. And then you guys said you wanted Kathy Bates to play Cindy Watts in the movie. So, because of Misery. Right. And some people are still on the Mason thing. Okay. Night all. Night, Annie. You enjoyed the chat's moving really fast, Elaine. It really is. Dylan, BTK was a serial killer, Yvonne Bird. Yes, he was a serial killer for years and years, and it's bound, right, what was it? Bound, tied, and, what was it? Bound, tie, and kill, is that what it was? What? Is that what it was? That what the initials were? Kathy Bates is skinny now. There, okay, still have the Mason stuff going on. But yeah, he was weird. He was going to kill again where the Golden State Killer had gone into retirement for serial killers, you know. He hadn't, but that BTK, you know, said he already had his next one lined up. Yeah, he'd stand on the edge of their bed, and yeah, he was a lot of fun. Yeah, not okay. But it's like, it's, you know, Ted Bundy went for a long time. Some of them go for a long time, some of them not so much. You just uncovered, what did she uncover? What did you uncover, Brooke? What did Brooke uncover? I have to know what Brooke uncovered. Serial killer, Brooke? What did Brooke uncover? Oh, bound, torture, kill. You uncovered a serial killer? What do you mean by uncovered him? Who? You mean this is a current, something that's happening now? Where? Where is the serial killer, Brooke? Is he still on the loose? Which one, Brooke? He's still out there? Who is he after? Give us the lowdown on this. Brooke's trolling? I don't, is she? Brooke, are you trolling us? I don't think so. Where's the serial killer, Brooke? Let's just find out where he is. Then if he's really far away from me, I can relax. Hi, Sharon. You're back with the Ambien, Sharon? Oh, you're finishing your book? See, she's not trolling, guys. She's writing a book. Just tell me what state he's in, Brooke, so I can relax. Brooke's mommy's neighbor. I hope not. And I'm, she uncovered a serial killer. I don't want a serial killer living by me. Oh, Brooke, get out of here. Really? Brooke, are you, we're in PA. You're not the one that's like over by Scranton, are you? Brooke's not a robot. She is not a robot. Tell me you're like by Pittsburgh or something. You are, Brooke? You're by Scranton and there's a serial killer there? Now you're scaring me. What does he do? Who's he after? I'm gonna have to. I don't know. What happened to... Are they trolling us? Sharon, you really do have to go to sleep. Oh, he's in jail? Okay. Good. Then I'll sleep well tonight. I just have to worry about the people from Facebook. I didn't block anybody. Did any of our wrenches tell us what happened? Did something happen? Wrenches? Good morning, Sunkissed. The Long Island serial killer? We'd go there all the time. The Long Island, oh, are you talking about the one that wasn't he after prostitutes and he would, is that the one you're talking about? Refresh my memory. Oh, they're both in jail in PA? Okay. And the one around, who timed? I don't know why they timed out. I never saw that. Anybody know what does that mean, timed out? You're asking the wrong person here. I have no idea, Corinne, what timed out means. Yeah, but then didn't they found that guy, right? Sunkissed, isn't it? Oh, timeout is being muted? Okay, Trudy says, I did an in-depth study in college of Masons. They were the first world bankers and ton forgive the crown its debt. The Pope allowed their slaughter, so Masons now non-Catholic. Okay, this is really weird because I know 100% the guy that told me this tonight is Catholic. 100%. 100%. So maybe it's something else. I have no idea. Open minds, you do whatever you have to do because I know nothing. You know what to do, right? I don't know what's going on. Okay, Black Rose, you guys know what to do. This is my first rodeo. Oh my gosh, yeah. Wow. Who's 100? Who's 100? I don't think anybody in here is 100. Yeah, my rodeo, Laura Kenny. Does anybody remember who wrote this song last night? Somebody wrote this song. We'd like to give them credit for writing the song. Somebody wrote an entire song and put it in the comments. Good night, Kim Kelly. I understand. Good to know, Peggy, because yeah, I'm lost on that myself. Stephen Workman, why did Shanann have defensive wounds? Stephen, where did you hear about defensive wounds? She wasn't. There were rumors that she was going to be very beat up. It all came from a lot of that podcast, but she didn't have defensive wounds. If you listen to Frank Rusak's interview, you'll hear that he said she would have fought back violently. Okay, and we talked about this earlier, about this sleeper hold, that he had to do something like that. Okay, and since she still had her makeup on, he could have gone behind her when she was taking off her makeup. You know, so I don't know. I see you, Brooke. I don't see you on timeout. I don't know what's. No, don't worry about it, Brooke. I don't think anything. The beat up. I'm lost. The beat up crack was those podcasters. She didn't. She wasn't beat up. And if you go listen to Frank Rusak, and you'll hear. So yeah, feel better, Sharon. What is Rainbow Peaky talking about? I think Rainbow Peaky. Hi, yeah, I'm for no, Lynn. We're frozen here. We were okay for a while. Well, not really. I was very technically challenged with the live, and then my face froze, but my voice was still working. So everybody said just keep reading the questions, and that's what I did. Yeah. Bye, Sharon. Don't tweet with that Ambien. Go. You can listen to Frank Rusak. You can search right on Uzak. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Search right on YouTube for Frank Rusak interview, and you'll find it. You couldn't find the song? Here, I'm going to find the song right now, and I'll give her a shout out over here because she really worked hard on it, or he. I don't know who it was. Worked very hard on that song. Let me go back to. I'll find it. It was in last night's video. Oh my gosh, these thumbnails. The one thumbnail on that live with my finger, it looks like I'm gonna have to change that. Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like I'm not wearing any clothes. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's scary. I can't handle it. Okay. Let me get this song. Hold on a sec. Okay, it was Lily Eve wrote the song. It won't let me paste it in the chat because it's too many characters. Go look at it. It's Lily Eve, and it's not too far down. It's like the 6th comment. If you go on the Lily Eve, is she here? The mods are deleted. What's going on? I leave you guys for a minute and there's already a fight that broke out. Lily Eve. We've got Cracky I think Cracky needs to go. Hi, happy customer. Brooke in the real. Mods are a bit hasty, Wolfie. What's going on? Everybody's okay? You give up, Lisa? Lisa, ask the question. I'm sorry. I was in the other window. Lily Eve was here earlier. Lisa, what's the question? I'm looking now. What's your question? Sorry, wasn't. Oh. Okay, I will, Trudy. People are getting beaten with wrenches? Are they really? What's going on? Lisa, has anything ever been brought up about the order of the hair? Well, Lisa, the order of the hair products, no, we really don't know much. I mean, Coder mentioned it, and then I don't think there's ever been anything. People have said, oh, it was a recurring order, but I don't see any evidence of that. And I'm kind of like, if I don't see it in black and white, I can't say, yes, that's it. So, well, at 2:30, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it was, I don't know. I don't think it was a recurring order, but people have said, oh, it's a recurring order. I said, please show me in the discovery where it happened. And nobody's been able to show me that. And I know that Coder mentioned it in the interrogation. Tammy Lade, right? But yeah, Coder said it to Chris, like what was going on with the hair products, and did Shanann order that, and her card got declined because he thought that was what started the fight or whatever, and then that's how she found out about the charge with the restaurant, but it wasn't. She knew about the charge for the restaurant when she was in Arizona. So, yeah, well, and I know that's what I thought too. She would have done all her shopping while she had that 3-hour flight delay, and I did mention that and said that I thought it was a ruse and that they were ordering that. What did I say? There was a whole scenario I had for her doing that. Okay, Corinne, you take care of those twins tomorrow. Good night. And I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. It is weird. And there is a video where I do put up something about why they did that. Now it's probably too late and I can't remember, Lisa. But I did have a scenario why Chris might have done that order. And yeah, I don't know. What's going on, Toxic? What happened? To make it look like, yeah, or something like, is that what I said? I can't even remember what I said anymore. But, yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go because I better go to sleep. I know my kids have a 2-hour delay, but I still have to get some sleep. All right, so I will get to work on some other stuff, and thanks for coming in and bearing with me. Oh, hi, it was an accident. The chat was moving too fast, and the chat is moving too fast. It's just crazy, right? How many? Yeah. All right, so I will talk to you guys today, tomorrow. All right, thanks for bearing with me. Have fun. How do I end this thing on my phone if it's frozen? What do? Hopefully I can end this thing. Otherwise I'll be like these people that have it on for like 9 hours. Okay. Let me see, I'm gonna make my phone down from here. Maybe that's why people have it on for 9 hours. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, how do I get rid of, who put in the, does anybody know how I stop this on an iPhone X? I see the little live in the corner. There's an X on the side. What do I do here? Maybe turn my whole phone off? That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Because if I hit the little 3 dots on the end, it just says share, mute microphone, or cancel. If I cancel, is that going to cancel the live chat? Hopefully. I don't know. I might do. Let's see here. Oh, let me see here. Now my phone is doing something really weird. Okay, I don't know what the heck is going on now.